to the channel, guys. CTB, Cam Talks Boxing. You saw in the thumbnail, I'll be going through Ryan Garcia's fight with Javier Fortuna this Saturday, live on DAZN, Crypto.com Arena, LA, 135 pounds, lightweight division. Let's get straight into it. Garcia is having his second fight this year. His second fight since the 15-month layoff, obviously due to personal reasons, mental health. But yeah, what a win that was. Back in January last year against Luke Campbell, obviously stopping him with a great body shot. But yeah, his second fight back this year. He last fought against Emmanuel Tago in April. He got a unanimous decision. It wasn't a great performance, but I guess you've got to give him the benefit of the doubt. He was probably rusty. But yeah, I would have liked him to get a stoppage. But yeah, let's see how he gets on now. I know he's obviously with his new trainer, Goosen. And obviously he's left the Reynoso camp, the Canelo's camp. But yeah, so Javier Fortuna, let's talk a bit about Javier Fortuna. He's not actually a two division world champion. He held the WBA interim at 126 pounds, so featherweight. But he did actually win. He was a world champion at super featherweight, so 130 pounds, which was definitely, I believe, his best weight division. He was very successful there. He's quite powerful. He's very awkward, and he held the WBA super title there. So yeah, Javier Fortuna, I think it's a great fight. It's not as good as the Isaac Cruz fight. I think we would have been in with a treat if we had that fight. But yeah, I know that fell through. So yeah, I think it's a good fight. I think it's a very good fight. He's obviously not the biggest of fighters. He's obviously coming up the divisions, as I said, from 126 pounds. He was then at featherweight, super featherweight, and now he's at lightweight. But yeah, I think he's definitely a top 10 lightweight. I think he'll be a good challenge. I know they were supposed to fight last year, but Ryan obviously pulled out. So yeah, I think it'll be a good test for him. Obviously, Javier Fortuna in his last fight got a knockout win against Rafael Hernandez, I believe his name was. Obviously, just bouncing back from the loss to Jojo Diaz, which was quite a good back and forth fight, to be fair. But Javier Fortuna, I think it's a good fight. I think it's a good test. Yeah, I feel like I think Garcia can definitely have a lot of success, and I think he can definitely show the world why he is a potential superstar, future superstar. So I think he's definitely got that opportunity with an opponent like Javier Fortuna. But Javier Fortuna's game, he's got a lot of experience. He's fought a lot of champions as well. I think it was in 2018, he fought Robert Easter Jr. Split decision, so he lost a close fight against Robert Easter Jr. for the lightweight title at the time at IBF one. I think that was, so a couple of years ago. And yeah, he's obviously been knocked out a few times, but he's got a snap in his punches. Whether that power carries to lightweight as much, I don't think so. But he's got a good KO ratio, just over 60%. He's 37-3, and I think he's got one draw. He might have one draw. But yeah, let me get into my breakdown of the fight. So as I mentioned, the size. I think size is a big difference. I think that will play a big factor. Fortuna's not a natural lightweight, and I think Garcia he's quite big at the weight. Obviously his last fight, I don't even think it was at 135 pounds. I think it was actually it might have been at a catch weight just above. So yeah, I think Garcia, I think within about 2 years, I think will move up. And like I said about Teofimo Lopez a few videos ago, I think Ryan Garcia will definitely move up the divisions, just like Oscar did his promoter. So yeah, Garcia is a lot bigger. But how I see this fight playing out, I think Javier Fortuna will be quite awkward, quite tricky. I think he'll land some nice shots in the few opening rounds. But I think Garcia will work him out. I think in the second half of the fight, I think Garcia will use his speed. I think he'll use his quick combinations and punches, and I think he'll start teeing off on Javier Fortuna, and I think he can definitely, I think he'll get the knockout. I think he'll get a stoppage, hopefully a knockout in the second half of the fight. I predict Ryan Garcia to knock Javier Fortuna out in round 9. I think he wants to put a statement out. He obviously wants that tank fight next, and I think it's about time he puts another statement back. Yeah, he needs to put a big stamp on the lightweight division and show them that he's still around and he means business. So yeah, just to finalize, that's my breakdown. But just to finish off, just my thought on Ryan Garcia. Look, huge following. He's a superstar. I think he's got so much potential. He's got the speed. He's got good power as well. He's got a lot of knockouts. 18 knockouts out of 22 wins. And what I like, he's got heart. And he's got a lot of grit. He's got a lot of heart. And the reason I say that is because against Luke Campbell, who's an Olympic gold medalist, and he'd definitely be a world champion if he didn't fight those calibers of champions. He fought Lomachenko and he fought Jorge Linares, which were both super hard fights. But Luke Campbell's definitely a world class fighter. He's just unfortunate. And yeah, I think that win on Garcia's resume just really stands out to me. He proved a lot of doubt was wrong in that fight, and he proved he gained a fan in me in that fight. He got off the deck, he got dropped heavy, and he came back and stopped him. He looked really good after that. So I think he's got a great. When you think of Garcia, he really proved a lot to me in that fight. Obviously, he's still on his comeback now. I want to see, has he still got that hunger? Does he still want to become? Does he want to become a superstar? Does he want to become a world champion? But yeah, I think he's so talented. I really want him to get this knockout. But for me, I know that fight that everyone's talking about is the Tank Davis fight. I personally think he needs one more fight after this. I'd love to see him against Isaac Cruz. I think that would be a really good fight. And if he can get through Fortuna and then fight Isaac Cruz and look impressive against Isaac Cruz, I think then you can actually say that Tank Davis fight will be a 50-50. I think now a lot of people are rooting for Tank Davis. They think Tank Davis will knock Garcia out, and you don't really blame them, especially if Luke Campbell dropped him hard. A lot of people think Tank Davis is the number one lightweight in the world, even though he hasn't been fighting the top guys. That's just how it is. So yeah, really excited about Garcia. But yeah, I'm not sure if he's ready for that Tank fight, but let's see how he gets on Saturday. But yeah, I'm predicting him to get a knockout in the second half of the fight, round 8 or 9. I'll go for round 9. The next video will be coming out on Monday. I'll be reacting to the Ryan Garcia fight as well. So yeah, peace out, guys.
Foreign bad bitch, I can't even pronounce her name. Talking numbers on the phone while I'm getting brains. Switch 4 lanes, I'm in my own lane. You can catch me riding in that foreign thing.